What's going on, YouTube? And if you're here right now watching this video, I'm assuming you're here from this caption, okay? And yes, this caption is not clickbait. $10 a week into this digital asset can change your life. And we're going to talk about what this digital asset is and all the research that has been put into this digital asset. That way, you can already have some knowledge before you start investing into this asset. What this asset is the token called ZBCN, the parent token for the company Zabbek Network. And what Zabbek Network does, they tackle the payroll infrastructure problem. It's sitting at 0.0028 at the time of this video, and $10 will get you 3,300 tokens right now. Only $10. So $10 a week, you could accumulate more tokens over time. There's millions of tokens in the world that are priced lower than this or just as low as this, and you could be thinking, well, why don't I just put my money into all of them, because then I'll have a higher chance of succeeding. The reason is because not any of those tokens has this sort of utility, tackles this sort of real world problem, and we're going to cover all of those dynamics right now. All right, so first thing first, we're going to come right to Zabbek's X account, aka Twitter, if that's what you're more familiar with. But Zabbek X account, they talk a lot and they're very active, and that's what we like to see in any sort of asset we invest in, stock or crypto wise. But as you see, they just post a lot of different things, a lot of different updates for its shareholders. So this is somewhere that you want to go and follow if you do make that investment route, so that you're in the loop of what's going on with your investment. All right, so as we're talking about Zabbek's utility, Zabbek on December 30th, 2025 just became ISO 20022 compliant, meaning they are ready to operate and be plugged in to institutional rails. They could be plugged in straight into the payroll infrastructure system for these big scale companies, because they are now compliant with the system that we integrated to into November 22nd of last year, 2025. If you remember, everyone was talking about November 22nd, and a lot of people may have overhyped you to think that crypto was going to pop that day, but that was just the day that regulation changed. So they became ISO 222, which is big for any sort of token or any sort of crypto company that plans on being utility. So let's talk about ZBCN utility. ZBCN is a utility token whose demand is driven by real product usage and volumes, spanning payroll fees, super app functionality, staking, incentives, and real-world spending, rather than transaction execution at the base protocol layer. At its core, ZBCN is the network evolution of the original Zabbek protocol token, ZBC. The transition to the ZBCN ticker is mid-2024, reflected Zabbek's expansion from a payment focused protocol on Solana into a multi-chain and multi-product financial network. ZBCN remains the exclusive native token of the Zabbek network, preserving the original supply and tokenomics framework established under ZBC, while significantly expanding utility across payroll, cards, governance, and ecosystem incentives. I know that was a lot to digest, so we're just going to dive right into it and break this down layer by layer real fast. So ZBCN originally came from the token called ZBC. ZBC is a token that had limited supply, less tokens is out of Bitcoin than Bitcoin, and they're sitting at about $300 now. They previously have ran up to $700, but they don't have any real world utility. So they're more focused on not knowing who you're sending these payments to. That's what they are stuck in, and that's the realm that a lot of early crypto innovators are stuck in. Like, hey, this is a smack in the face of the bank. Hey, we shouldn't be working with those banks and trying to fix their system. This is the alternative. They won't change their edge. ZBCN broke away from ZBC and was like, hey, we could be integrated and we could be able to work towards the future with the payroll infrastructure and redesign that. And what that means is they're trying to stream payroll in real time, meaning we don't wait 2 weeks to get paid. We are getting paid daily, hourly, whatever it looks like, but all options are available for our employers. That's a big thing. That's something that we all will want fixed. Another reason to check your box on, should I invest into this asset? Let's get into ZBCN tokenomics. Just a couple days ago, they updated their tokenomics. What tokenomics mean is, how does the token serve its people? What does the function of the token? How does the token ZBCN utilizes its value in the company? And they basically just laid out the whole new ecosystem around the ZBCN token. So you see right here is the ZBCN token. You'll never have one of these in person. It's a digital asset, so you'll own these tokens as you buy them digitally. You'll never have a physical one, okay? So They saying that the way that ZBCN's utility works for this token is community, treasury, staking, service fees, buybacks, rewards, and incentives. So community, that would be us. We are the community. We are the investors. We are the people that buy this token, hold this token. We are the people that use this token. If we're trying to get paid in real time, you're going to have to use this token. This new tokenomic system that they've made is designed for whatever you encounter with ZBCN, you're going to have to use the token, meaning that there will be utilization in the token. It's not just the token is there for gas fees, meaning that it's just service fees and the token burns and is utilized for that. No, any aspect of Zebec, you're going to have to operate through this token, which brings more value to the token and to your investment. Let's talk about treasury. Revenue from Zebec products used for network development. So that means any amount of people that are buying a token, so the more money flowing through the markets, they're using that to invest into the company. The token is just our investment to ensure a stronger business, a stronger return on investment, a stronger asset. That's a pro for us as well, as we are checking off our box on what makes a good token to invest into. Staking. Staked ZBCN earns yield for holders. If you stake your tokens, then you'll earn money back. It's sort of like dividends in the stock realm, but it's not dividends, so we won't use that word. It's staking, meaning if I have 100,000 tokens, I could lock my tokens in a vault for ZBCN, taking those tokens out of circulating supply, and as that happens, they'll pay me money. I'll get paid for my investment. It's more thinking of, I'm in ZBCN for the long term. I'm not just trying to flip this. I'm not just trying to day trade it. I'm in this for the long term. I believe in the vision. I believe in what you guys are putting out in this product, and I believe that I will stake my tokens in that effort to show you guys that, hey, my tokens aren't on the market. My tokens, you guys can use these tokens, and once I come back, whether I stake them for 4 months, whether I stake them for a year, I'll gain profit on just staking alone, plus whatever my tokens are worth once my staking is up. So that is another box to check off as we look at what makes a good token to invest in. Service fees, paid in token tied to ZBCN portfolio thresholds. Buybacks, revenue from Zebec programs used to buy ZBCN on open markets, reducing circulating supply. Meaning they have buyback cards. So if you spin your ZBCN cards, they will buy back those tokens to reduce circulating supply. What makes a lot of cryptos devalued in the eyes of a lot of investors is how many tokens are circulating in the supply. A lot of people think that the only tokens that are going to be valuable are the ones scarce like Bitcoin. Like, well, if they have 100 billion tokens, it can't be that valuable. No, Bitcoin is its own asset. Bitcoin is different in the market. Bitcoin is digital gold. These tokens are utility. As you see, Zebec plans on using these tokens for their infrastructure. So they need to have a X amount of tokens out there. They can't operate with only 21 million, but they're also doing things to buy back those tokens, stake those tokens, take tokens out of circulating supply without burning the tokens. Burning the tokens means you get rid of the tokens. You basically burn the tokens, that you cannot recover them anymore. A lot of companies use that as a model, but they do not. They have other ways of taking supply out of the market to create demand, which is a beautiful tactic. Rewards and incentives. ZBCN is used as rewards and incentives mechanisms throughout Zebec network. If you own these tokens, these are reward mechanisms. You own these tokens, you unlock more things within the super app. You have more possibilities in the super app. You now have more advantages over someone that's getting paid in real time through Zebec that don't own these tokens. You have more benefits than they do. So now these tokens are also being used as rewards and incentives, giving more incentive to buy the tokens, and buying any asset causes price to increase. And like I said, this token is under 1 cent. So $10 a week, you are accumulating. When this token turns into $1, you do your own math on that based on how many tokens you have, but lives can be changed. Lives will be changed. And now, just to close out the video, we're going to talk about a couple of partnerships that Zebec has lined up. And this is how you know it's serious. This is how you know they are the front runners in their market. They have alliances made up with NACHA. As you see, NACHA is the body that governs the $85 trillion ACH network in the US. In 2026, Xebec plans to deepen its integration across the ACH network and serve as one of NACHA's leaders in driving blockchain-based innovation and connectivity across existing ACH rails. Xebec joins major industry players including JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Fiserv, Circle, and ADP, all the banks we know and love and have. So Xebec isn't coming in to replace, they are just integrating these systems that's been created. ACH was created in the 70s by a group of California bankers, later federally regulated in 1981 by our federal government. They are not replacing that. They are innovating it. They are coming around to help and impact that for the blockchain system. They're not trying to kick anyone out of their spots. They are trying to make it better for the system already in place. They are getting aligning partnerships for their rails. NACHA is a big partnership that they dropped in December 2025, and we could look to see more announcements in 2026. Okay, another partnership that they announced was Stripe and Privy. As we know what Stripe is big when it comes to payroll infrastructure along with Privy. And Privy is now a part of Stripe. And Xebec is a part of Privy, meaning Xebec is a part of Stripe. Xebec will expand with the Stripe network for stablecoin payment and cross-border payouts, bridging on-chain and traditional rails further, which is huge. The Stripe network is responsible for majority of our paychecks, majority of how we get paid on this bi-weekly system. They are integrating their rails into the Stripe network, allowing stablecoin payments to move cross-border, payouts bridging on-chain and traditional rails further. So not only is blockchain going to come on, but blockchain is going to come through with traditional rails and mesh them together to make Xebec rails. This is big for us and just another box to check off as we look at this asset to invest in. And last but not least, probably one of the biggest partnerships they announced in 2025. You see this announced 2 days before ISO 222 went into effect. Xebec deepens its integration across the Fed-managed banking system. Xebec and PGB are now integrated with NatPay, the only U.S. payroll processor in the FedNow program and fully ISO 222 compliant member of NACHA. NatPay opens Xebec to the full automated clearinghouse, ACH, network in the US and the SWIFT network globally. This is what got their foot in the door. Them signing up with NatPay and being able to get into a federally regulated banking system changed the game for Xebec. And a lot of people didn't see it. A lot of people don't understand it. You see only 192K views, only 1.3K likes. Not many people knows what's going on, but Xebec is building the rails behind the closed doors, behind the walls, while no one's paying attention. And if you have your eyes on the prize and you're paying attention and you realize what's at stake here with payroll infrastructure, and that Xebec can potentially be the leader of payroll infrastructure as digital assets become a normalized thing, then you could put $10 a month, a week, a day into this asset because it has such a low price with so much utility and so much asymmetric investing, meaning that there's only one way it can really go, and that's up. And since we know all the facts and we know all the partnerships and we've done the research now, we can make a business decision for ourselves and we can invest into this futuristic product that can not only change our lives via the investments, but change our lives at our jobs. We don't have to wait 2 weeks to get paid through ACH system. No, they are coming in to enhance the ACH system, not kick out the ACH, not replace the ACH, enhance the ACH system so that we can get paid in real time, streaming real-time payroll. And you see, they have cross-border payments lined up. So they want to fix this problem globally, not just here in America at home, but globally. It sounds ambitious. It sounds unlikely. It sounds unrealistic. But hey, what do we know about this system, this crypto technology? What do we know? How far do we know this system can take off? We don't. But an investment in the future, knowing the facts, knowing the research, knowing what's happening behind closed doors is the safest, logical, most transparent investment on the market that fixes a real world crisis. This is not financial advice. This is just my suggestion. This is just my outlook and what I am doing. You can invest at your own risk, but I say look at the facts, look at the research, and make your decision wisely. Don't get fooled by meme coins and hyped up for the wrong purpose. Find something that has a utility and a purpose, and you invest in that. And today, we just uncovered ZBCN's purpose and its utility and its partnership and its tokenomics. So I hope that you are able to find something in this video that changes your life. And if not, send this to someone so that you can change their lives.